The heat's coming. Lamar gets out of the way. Flips it to Justice Hill. Had to get to the first down line at the 40, and he did. No flag is thrown. Jackson from the pocket. For Flowers, he's got it at the 33-yard line of Kansas City. And a first down. Third in the yard. And Jackson pulls it, keeps it, gets a block downfield, and Lamar Jackson takes it into the red zone. About a dozen pounds, down to 205. Henry out of the backfield. And Jackson running with guards pulling, and Lamar taking off, propelling himself to the 5-yard line. Second and 2. Henry running right to the goal line and in. Let's see. Yes, he is in for the touchdown. On his first drive, King Henry.
The snap, and as you turn around, I want you to think about what the Chiefs saw there.
He's on one side. From the 30, Jackson floats it out. Likely the tight end's got it across the 45, gain of 50. He needs 6. Pressure comes. It's Hill out of the backfield. Beautiful open field tackle by Justin Matabike. Samaje Perine is in. Chiefs just picked him up. The pressure's on Mahomes, and he is stopped. Take it. Mahomes firing in zone. It is caught and then dropped. Juju Smith-Schuster, who is back with this Chiefs team, and Marcus Williams came up. Chiefs bringing 4. Jackson's got running lanes here. Steps up. Chiefs are waiting for him. Put that shoulder down in midfield, but not going much further.
They run Jackson here.
There we go. Flowers on the edge. Brought down by midfield. Held KC to a field goal in the red zone last drive. Can they do it again? Twisting rush. Mahomes pressure. Lobs it for Worthy. Broken up. Beautiful defensive.
Super Bowl II. I understand the pain of that.
Second and 4 with a flag down. It is Henry for a first down and more. Midfield. Lamar taken off with purpose. 13 yards. He goes down at the 37-yard line. 5 in the pattern for Jackson. Pressure's on. Lamar jumps and throws. A rare bad spot in his resume. 1 of 5 from 50-plus. From 53 tonight. Earlier tonight. Chiefs take over. 2 timeouts to the buck 50. Mahomes hit as he threw. And was it scooped by Smith? Ruled a pick for the moment at midfield for Roquan Smith. 44. Chiefs bring 4. Lamar Jackson taking off. 30 seconds remaining. Sidearm swing. Likely out of bounds at the 18-yard line. From the 19. Jackson. Isaiah Likely. Takes it to the 10-yard line. Harbaugh calls for timeout.
This offensive line has to hold up here.
Jackson looks Likely's way. It's covered. Throws Likely alone to the right. Jackson tries to put it up. Short stuff from 25. He is knocked through. And it leaves a couple of seconds on the clock. Second quarter and on into the third. Jackson straight drop. Hill let free out of the backfield. And that time Baltimore got him with Justice Hill. It's now Henry as the back. Jackson fakes that way. Throws to Mark Andrews. To the Chiefs side of midfield. First down. Tucker tried long field goals in this direction in pregame warm-ups. 3rd and 12. Jackson fires. Clowney's off to Carolina. 3rd and 5 here for KC at the 40. And now for Perine. Got his head around late. Couldn't reel it in. And no Chris Jones out there for the moment. Jackson on play action. That's complete. Bateman stops and spins. Only 1 timeout. Jackson goes quick. Nothing open. He takes off as well as anyone. And there's Lamar into the secondary at the 42. Bryant. The quarter begins with 2nd and 17, and the Chiefs leading by 10. Lamar Jackson chased by Chanel and Karlaftis to Likely downfield. Isaiah Likely with a block down the sideline. Likely inside the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar kept it alive and Likely finished the run. And the Ravens are right back in it.
Give Likely a chance. That's all you have to do. This is a brilliant play by Lamar Jackson. He could see the defender with his back to him. Just throw it and let Likely make the adjustment. And he makes a huge run after the catch to go with this play. Just fantastic football. I tell you, right now, I think he's been the guy.
Tucker adds the extra point, and the Ravens get in it with a big play. John Harbaugh helped Henry in the back. Ravens got to have it here. Remember they're down to 1 timeout. They go to their speed for Zay Flowers.
And go for it there.
Jackson pulled it. He kept it. Wait for that block on the edge. Oh, what a spin move. Lamar Jackson to the 31-yard line. At least a field goal and a touchdown to have that group ready to go. 3rd and 4. And Andrews gets back up. He can't get there. And now they're going to rush out and try to get it here on the ground with Henry. Hit behind the line of scrimmage, but it doesn't stop Derrick Henry. Chiefs bring 3. Leave a spy for Lamar. And it's Chanel who got him. 32, it's a 1-score game with 54 to go. Rushing from the edge. 87 yards for the Ravens. Jackson's first pass. Sideline Isaiah Likely. Derrick Henry on the sideline. Justice Hill more the 3rd down back and passing game stuff for the Ravens. He releases. Jackson steps up. Chased by Chanel. Got away. Spinning around the 30-yard line. First down for Lamar. Jones this whole drive living as an edge rusher here. Chanel comes as well. They'll throw it that way behind them. And Likely another catch getting out of bounds. Show blitz. They bring 4. Jackson throws on the run to Bateman. He brought it in. Inbounds clock runs at the 11-yard line. Final half minute. Down to 19 seconds remaining. They'll take a shot. It is Jackson taking a lot of time. Throws it to the back to Likely. Incomplete. Jackson sliding up, throwing end zone. Incomplete. Flowers was wide open. He's rushed 4. Lamar trying to make magic happen. Throw it end zone. Likely 2 feet down. Yes! Touchdown! What a play! Isaiah Likely! Going for 2 and the win.
Let's make sure.
Oh,
Very close.
oh.
Is there enough to overturn?
Oh, that's on. That's on the line, isn't it? Looks like it'll go to the Chiefs because this will be game over. On the line there.
Game is over. 4 wide on 1st down and 10. Minshew standing in there, loses the football. The Raiders recover, but it was Odafe Owe who knocked it free. The play clock down to 2. Lamar, pressure coming. He sees it over the middle. Flowers has got it. And a first down for Baltimore. Marcus Epps on the tackle, but Zay zips for 19.
Potentially getting the pressure look.
Jackson, Crosby's there. About a 56-yard field goal from here. Lamar, and that's called by Rashad Bateman. Slips 1 tackle, but then Spillane comes again to get him at the 30. This one from 48 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens get on the board first. Minshew, pressure's coming. He is sacked. Away with his first sack of the year. Jackson looking deep for Andrews, and it's in.
Get the motion to give an indication of zone or man. It looks like zone.
Abdullah is stuffed. Jones and Matabike. Derrick Henry, 4 carries, -5 yards. Out of the backfield here, and Lamar connects with Flowers. That's a catch and a first down, a gain of 17. Break up and 3 tackles for a loss. All here in the first half. Here he comes again, and Lamar to Likely. Isaiah Likely has a first down.
And Likely had a whole bunch of them a week ago.
Gain of 11 for Likely on first down. Jackson to Derrick Henry. Henry slips a tackle, and he's got a first down. Divine Diablo had him, but could not get him to the ground, and it's a gain of 13. He does not have a catch yet for Baltimore on third down. Jackson rolling right, still going, now throws, and incomplete. Play clock at 3. Tucker's kick is good. All right, Nate, love the reference. Missed those old CD players. 2nd and 8. Minshew with time, and he is picked off. And now going against Roger Rosengarten, the 2nd-round pick out of Washington is in at right tackle. Lamar dancing around the pocket. Crosby's there. Now Lamar wide open is Flowers. And Flowers is wrestled down by Jacorian Bennett. It's a 3rd down and 8 for Baltimore. 0 for their last 5 on 3rd down. Crosby's coming. Jackson taking a deep shot down the field. Aguilar from 56 yards away. He missed from 53 in week 1. He was 1 of 5 from 50 plus last year. Minshew under pressure and sacked. Kyle Van Noy. Jackson with time. There's Andrews with his first catch. 1st and 10. Jackson over the middle, and he's got Aguilar for a first down. Aguilar to the 42-yard line. 3rd down and 2. Jackson, and that's complete to Andrews for a first down.
Now they have to go. Get up. Now he's helping Antonio Pierce focus on the little things as a head coach.
Tucker 32 yards away. And it's good with 3 seconds to go in the first half. 2 with Justice Hill in the backfield. Handoff to Hill up the middle. And Hill with some nice running picks up the first down and more. 2nd down and 8. Jackson over the middle. Andrews makes a great catch. Henry running left. There's some room over there for Derrick Henry. Henry with a stiff arm. Derrick Henry rumbling down the sideline.
Point blank range.
They break the huddle quickly. Jackson end zone. Touchdown! Zay Flowers. He was benched for most of the first half. Minshew looking deep for Devontae Adams. It's incomplete. Stevens had the coverage. Ravens take over after the failed 4th and 2. And throwing on first down, Jackson to Bateman. A pickup of 12. Bennett on the tackle. Jackson, and that pass is intercepted by Spillane. Everything's left in the 3rd quarter here in Baltimore. Jackson, he's got Bateman, and Bateman holds on. That's a great catch by Rashad Bateman, good for 19. Jackson, quick pass, there's Likely. Nice move by Likely to pick up the first down. We saw a lot of that a week ago against Kansas City. 2nd catch today for Likely. Here's Derrick Henry. And Henry stretches out for a 9-yard gain. Henry pitch left. Blocker ahead is Stanley. Henry runs right by him and picks up the first down. And a late flag comes in.
More than made up for it. Remade Baltimore Ravens offensive line.
Look at this. Lamar Jackson goes wide. Henry in the Wildcat formation. He can throw it. Here he's going to keep it. Pushing forward. And he's in for a touchdown.
I think the result's the same in the end.
Agreed.
And Gene, just to confirm, replay assist cannot help out in that situation as Minshew is sacked. Jackson batted down. Spillane got a hand on it. And a big Jackson here.
More exciting. The Ravens got some early points. Now the Raiders are being stringent and coming back.
3rd and 19, shut down to Justice Hill, stopped well short of a first down, and some frustration from the home fans here in Baltimore.
So this is all on the
Jackson over the middle, and he's got a man. That is Mark Andrews, who crosses the 40, and now they got to hustle. An 11-yard pickup.
Get this thing out to the sideline is high.
Jackson looking deep down the field, likely could not hold on with 1 second left.
Man, you still got to believe Max Crosby, who's standing right here in the middle of the field.
Jackson just going to run. Lamar with blockers ahead. Jackson throws it back. That's Justice Hill. Hill, that looks like a forward pass. There's the flag. Stanley coughs it up. Raiders don't.
As Justice Hill just got a new contract extension. Big seam, breaks the tackle, first down and more, all the way down to the Cowboys 40. That left side is working for sure. Got a great block from Charlie Kohler.
Got a lot of juice to him.
On the fake, got Kohler wide open, makes the catch, room to roll. Kohler racing down inside the 20, still on his feet and inside the 10 he goes. And 4 different Ravens have touched it, to your point, TB. And now Jackson will keep it. Left side again. Racing to the end zone. He is in. Wow. Touchdown, Baltimore. Overcoming this early season.
Yeah.
3rd and 9 here. It's Prescott. Blitz coming. Van Noy gonna wrap him up. Cowboys show blitz, come with it. Jackson gets it out quick. Aguilar with a catch, breaks the tackle and a lot of room. Nelson Aguilar, foot race, cuts back inside the 5.
Out of control and to give up that big gain.
Ravens go jumbo here. Give it to Derrick Henry, who muscles in for the touchdown.
That's what
Prescott looking that way, goes over the middle. There's Lamb, catches on the slant inside the 10. And the ball came out, it's loose. Baltimore, I think, got it. They do. Nate Wiggins punched it out, and the Ravens recover. Jackson, miscommunication there maybe, and still he's didn't pick up a first down out of it. They do it with a run. Jackson looking for a seam, gets to the edge, diving forward, and he should have a first, and he does. Wow. Parsons coming on a blitz, pressure on Jackson, gets it complete, likely is short of a first down. Dallas finally gets a stop. Now as Ravens D has Dallas in a 3rd and 10. 4-man rush, still pressure, Prescott in trouble, throws it away. Tyler Smith caught it, that's not going to work, that's a penalty. Prescott, was he in the end zone? There's a lot to watch here.
a lot.
Nnamdi Madubuike nearly had a safety, and maybe they call it that. To be successful in the whole thing, they need more than that, and today, they've gotten it. Jackson will sling it out this time, far side of the field, and the catch is made by Flowers. And zips his way up near first down, about a yard shy.
And it's really Munkins coming and taking it to the next level.
Here's Henry trying to get to the...
Here is Henry up the gut. Derrick Henry just chucking forward all the way about 11 yards and a first down.
He's just a load to bring down.
Give it to him again, this time off the left side. Breaks a couple of tackles, running through Parsons and carrying him for another first down. 2 minutes to go in this first half. 14-3 Baltimore. All three timeouts. Double it underneath. Justice Hill. A lot of room. First down and more. Hill up to midfield.
It's just going to pay off for Baltimore in the second half. They keep it going.
They set up a screen. Henry gets a block. Rumbling straight through. Derrick Henry inside the 30 like a runaway freight train. Justice Hill gives Henry a break here on second down. Jackson's got all day. Says, I'll get it to Hill, who's wide open for a first down as Diggs comes up to get him, but not before another first. Jackson rolling, floating for the end zone. He's got his man Bateman for the touchdown.
They need to shore up.
3rd and 1. It's Henry racing through the hole and more. Derrick Henry with a first down all the way down to the 33. Here's Hill after the penalty. Actually, it's Jackson who keeps it racing around the edge. Parsons trying to keep up, but Lamar Jackson gets inside the 30 all the way down to about the 27. 16 more yards for him. Get into the eye here. Henry's sweet spot right up the gut. Derrick Henry running for the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
They just can't find a way. That's
Monday. Yeah, there we go.
3rd and 18. Pressure again. Prescott is sacked. Back in midfield. Kyle Van Noy's got another.
how I remember Kyle, and I get to see it now firsthand in person. And again, I get to be a cheerleader for some of these great guys I've had a chance to play with.
Here's Henry cutting back, another gaping hole for Henry, who gets finally taken down, but not before picking up a first down as Malik Hooker and company. Here's Jackson going to keep it sprinting right up the field, pick up maybe 10 more. Tom, what else you got?
Again, to be up here in person watching, what a thing to see.
Here's Hill, gives him a break, and he's just going to pick up 12 more himself anyway. Justice Hill sprinting to the outside.
They've had a chance to rush them basically 28 passes in the last 7 quarters. That's 4 a quarter.
Yeah, and that's incomplete.
Yeah, that's what I liked. I know he lit up. He was like flashing lights with Gronk. He made weird noises from time to time.
Here we go.
4-man rush, quick throw. It's behind Ferguson, who slipped. It's incomplete, and it's 4th and long.
Number one thing on defense, their pass rush, to actually play a part of the game. They don't even get a chance to rush the passer.
Here's Bateman, who's wide open, and Jackson hits him perfectly. Another first down and a good throw from Lamar Jackson, who's had an excellent day. Man, that's interesting. Here's Henry up the gut. I think
There's an aura. There's an aura about this organization coming into your building, and you know they're tough. You don't have to worry about that.
we're here trying to make it a 14-point deficit. Prescott on the roll, knocked away. He wouldn't have been in anyway. CeeDee Lamb was short of the end zone as Darius Washington with a nice play.
One thing that was always in the minds of the returning team in situations like this, and again with the declaration.
Can't find anyone. Prescott staying alive, floating high and incomplete. Dowdle had a little seam, but Prescott with heavy pressure. And so it remains a 10-point game with 7:07 to go.
Nope.
Jackson, straight throw, incomplete, and it'll stop the clock.
Pressuring, didn't deal with this very well last time.
Here it comes. Prescott lets it fly into double coverage. It's incomplete.
Oh.
There's a penalty flag, too. Blitz. Jackson sees it far side. Completes it for a first down. Money throw from Lamar Jackson, and Zay Flowers on the receiving end. Right now, 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to go.
So all runs here.
That's what it'll be on a jet sweep. No, it's a fake. How about that fake? And Lamar right up the middle for a first down.
What a fun game. Ravens with a big lead. They hang on at the end. Lamar finishes it off. A game they dominated on the ground, and they get their first. Yeah, a lot of respect there. They get their first win.
Touchdown run in the first half of the first game against Arizona. Third and a couple, scanning. Allen stays in there and throws incomplete. Trying to get it to Kincaid. There goes Henry up a big running game against Dallas. Derrick Henry on the run. Hamlin and Lewis chasing at the 40, at the 30. He will score! He's been the starting right tackle. He's over at left guard tonight because Andrew Voorhees is out with an ankle injury. Lamar Jackson will throw it. Zay Flowers will take off with it. Pass Cam Lewis. And a first down right around the 40-yard line as Christian Benford. Couple starting linebackers out. Taron Johnson, their outstanding nickel, is out again tonight. Henry, a good first block. Then got through a tackle and got the first down before Cam Lewis brings him down. The injuries to 3 of those 5. Poyer and Hyde no longer with the team after a great 7-year run. Justice Hill is on the run here. DeMar Hamlin brings him down at the 40. Wow. 2nd and 7. Final minute of the opening quarter. Here's Hill on the end. Got a great block to spring him for the first down. Justice Hill inside the 5-yard line. First and goal for Baltimore. Wow. 2nd and 7. Final minute of the opening quarter. Here's Hill. Throw it to Henry. Touchdown number 2 for number 22. 2nd and goal. And Jackson will roll it. Throw it to Henry. Touchdown number 2 for number 22. Cook switched sides. Allen got contact. He completed it. But Hamilton wrapping up Dawson Knox. He added 100 to his 281. And play action to him on first down. Lamar Jackson lofting it for his tight end, Isaiah Likely. Down at the 45. Gain of 25 and a first down. Legend of Derrick Henry. Stiff arm, a big part of it. It's the first third down snap of the game for the Ravens. They need 11. And they got it in the middle of the field with Aguilar. Nelson Aguilar, the former Eagle. The drive going. And a big opening for Justice Hill. 11 first down yards. Chris, the threat. So 3rd and 14. Buffalo brings the pressure. They'll outlet Hill. Justice Hill got to the line. First down. Using the speed out of the backfield. Torn biceps in camp, limited to 5 games last year. 2nd and 7, Jackson lofting for Hill. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Open run, but this team also disguises a lot.
Pressure comes. Allen cannot get through it. Van Noy's got him, and he'll be credited for his 5th sack in the last 3 games. 2nd and 12 as they decline the penalty. And Lamar will just draw and take it off. He's got Linderbaum in center blocking for him. And Lamar Jackson very close to a first down at the 39-yard line.
So there's always that balancing act. You got to try to keep him around here for the entire season.
2nd and 8. The Bills break 4. Jackson scans, flips, complete to Rashad Bateman to the 35-yard line.
You got to yell at everybody. He has no voice left.
Lamar Jackson this time keeping and running, and he lost the 3rd and 2. And he throws over the middle. Forced Shakir. It's broken up by Humphrey. 3rd and 10. Ravens bring 4. Allen got to make it up. Just puts it away on the bench. So Lamar Jackson and the Ravens kneel down at the end of the half. Turnover on the prior possession. Jackson to the air and with the pressure snaps in that first half. He's rushing from the top. And Jackson flings it to the sideline. Incomplete. Bills fans who made the trip making some noise. Jackson steps up, tries to get away. Gets 78 more yards than that. Derrick got up to 21.2 miles per hour. Doesn't get full speed here, but gets a ton of yardage. About 21 yards on that game. 26, I beg your pardon, to the Buffalo 29. On a third down, 3rd and 7. Likely's on the field. Lamar Jackson goes to Hill. Open field, breaks a tackle. Spins away from another. To the 9. 4-star play. First down, Baltimore. Got it from the 9. No, fake it. Lamar Jackson's going to take it. To the end zone. Baltimore touchdown. Those 6 plays on this drive. Corner coming. Can Allen get away from Humphrey? Yes, he can the first time. Trying to stiff arm and could not get away. Begins the 4th quarter with a 48-yard field goal attempt. Wide left. Big to Henry. Lamar Jackson got Mark Andrews downfield blocking for him. They'll take it into Buffalo territory to the 43. Melissa, what about Lamar?
And what happens? He goes out and wins the most valuable player award. So that's putting a statement on, I told you I was worth it.
And so is this guy, Derrick Henry, down the sideline to the 1. Rasul Douglas there at the end with the tackle. Henry alone back, 2nd and goal. Give it to him again on that right side. Ball comes out, fallen on by Rosengarten, but he couldn't squeeze it. Let's see who's got it at the bottom of the pile. It's a touchdown or a touchback. Lamar Jackson says touchdown.
I'm not so sure it's not Patrick Ricard. This may be the ultimate payback.
Got to start a tackle tonight. 3rd and 10. Allen's in trouble. Shoos away Jackson on the sideline, flings it. It's incomplete with all the bodies running towards that sideline, including Mac Hollins. It was like the Atlanta teams when Michael Vick was there. They always led the league in rushing. There is Henry busting through for the first down. Gets past the 47-yard line.
How you can figure that out, I have no idea with these 2 athletes running the football.
It's Henry trying to stretch.
With these 2 athletes running the football.
It's Henry. Trubisky now 30 years old. 3rd and 12. And sideline flip. Nate Wiggins has 2nd chance. And his first interception. Maybe they will see each other later on in the year. The 2 teams that you expect to see contending when the weather gets cold. But tonight it was all Lamar Jackson in Baltimore.
Pat Ricard is on the move. Jackson to the air. Slings it upfield. Kohler makes the grab. The empty backfield. Hill in motion. It's a 3rd down throw with a tackle made right there on Hill by Jermaine Pratt. 1st and 10. Game opening drive. Take to Henry. Look at the blocking, especially from Stanley. And it's caught across the way. Flowers will dance at the 10. And he's down to the 8. Cleveland is in as an extra. Oh, he slipped. Then he sledgehammers his way across in a touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 100th career touchdown.
We see as he goes to cut inside, he slips on the turf. He regains his balance, and he and Logan Wilson one-on-one. All you got to do is touch the white line with that ball, and clearly gets in. Loses his footing, but able to get up, regain his balance, lower the shoulder. The knee's down right there, but you can see he's already crossed the white line.
3rd and 1. Brown tries to Burrow, and a nice hit put in there with a great play. Roquan Smith. He leads them in tackling. 3rd down and 5. Stanley the block. Downfield it goes, and on the fly is Flowers. Oh, he's slippery, and he takes it down to the 47-yard line of Baltimore. 2nd down and 4. Ooh, it crumbles quickly. 6 in the secondary. Hamilton on the blitz, and they get him. Hamilton's done it again. Coming up the middle. He's playing closer to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. Ricard a block. And that was grabbed on the play, it looks like, by Bateman. It was sliding. Following Linderbaum again, he gashes that defense for a first down run. 3rd and 5. Hill the block. The blitz is on from Stone. The throw. Bateman 10, 5. You can put him in for a touchdown. 16-yard touchdown pass, Jackson. And Baltimore is back on top.
You're able to roll out and just get the escape and get away, and all that does is buy time for Bateman. Last week getting the 2 touchdowns.
He has a brother. Jackson. The pump fake, the run, putting his shoulder into Jermaine Pratt. He is going to be short by about a yard. You're right, Trent. 3rd and 5. They are. The push, the shove. And if the side judge is running in or any indication, they've got it. They move the chains. A first down. 3rd down and 10. Rosengarten shoves off the pressure. Jackson deep in Burrow. Brown the block at the left tackle. And it's caught by Hamilton. There goes a flag. Hamilton's going to bring it out. And he's got an escort, and he breaks a tackle. And now it's a foot race from behind. Moss can't get him. Hamilton the other way. Hamilton running the length of the field. Chased over there by Gesicki. I'll go to 3rd down, the first handful of games. Excelling here off the side, the blitz, and they send it out to Flowers. Jackson 1st and 10. He breaks a tackle of Stone. Von Bell was on the blitz. The catch and run to the 41. Flowers 4 catches, 70 yards. 1st and 10. Jackson deep. He's got his receiver. Galloping. Kolar shoved out of bounds by Stone to the 5. What a throw by Jackson.
The thing you have to remember about Henry as the play fake goes to him there.
2nd goal touchdown. Likely. Got it. And he beat the linebacker Wilson. And just like that, Lamar Jackson has led a beautiful drive, slicing through the Cincinnati D. And now they're back in business, down by 4.
Well, and that didn't take long. That was a quick response to what the Bengals have done offensively. And great play fake, good play design.
Blitz is on. Hill the block, and Jackson to the air and caught. Here's the other tight end, Andrews.
Opportunities up the field. If they're going to stack that many guys in the box, here's Lamar.
On the run. There was a nice block in there by Stanley. On the job on him. 1st and 20. Here they come with the pressure from Hendrickson, who chases. Oh, look at him spin. Look at him corkscrew and
He's so elusive.
Look at he split downfield.
Yes, he was open, but based on where Lamar's eyes were and where he scrambled to.
Hendrickson putting pressure on the 2nd down and 8. And a crossing pattern caught at the 32-yard line. Tackle made by Turner. 2nd down, 6. Henry on the move. Jackson fakes. Blocked by Stanley. Low. Grabbed Andrews at the 2. Scooped it in. Rolls. Henry in the backfield. Ricard in motion. To the air goes Jackson. Caught. That's a touchdown. Grabbed on the play by Kolar. The tight end has grabbed it, and Jackson again has just worked his way with great efficiency downfield.
Production is the same from both of these teams. Kolar chipping on his way out, trying to get a late release.
1st and 10. 3-point game, 9 to play. Hill is the back, and it's 2nd down and 10, and they rush 4. Underneath it goes Andrews. The tight end has been big today, rumbling his way for a first down to the 41. They bring 6. Jackson. And caught. Nice throw. Flowers again. With a 2nd down and 10 for Lamar Jackson. And a diving reception is made. Flowers. What a day. Jackson underneath the cross. Tylan Wallace. And grabbed from behind by Geno Stone, his former teammate. They get to the 20. A flag. Late hit.
After this
It's on Hendrickson. Jackson underneath the cross. Tylan Wallace. Justice Hill is the back. Likely in motion. He bobbles it. Scoops it in. Vacuums it home. Here comes Hubbard. Oh, he threw him away like a rag doll. And he throws in the end zone. Caught! Caught for a touchdown! Caught for a touchdown by Likely! Absolutely amazing! How in the world did he keep it together and then find the open receiver?
Like the entire stadium just went quiet. First of all, he drops the snap and he can't get it, and he's trying to look up. Hubbard nearly has the sack right there. He extends the play to the boundary, and before going out of bounds and taking a hit from Pratt, he throws one up to the back line, and Likely's back in the corner, and he's able to find him, just throws a jump ball. And
the lead is down to 3, as it's been many times today. As Baltimore has come back time at, here goes Burrow. It's picked off! Intercepted by Humphrey! Humphrey's picked off the ball for the Ravens.
And that was what was this defense going to do to stop or slow down the rushing attack of the Ravens. They've done a good job stopping the run, but not stopping the pass.
1st and 10, they go underneath, and it's picked up right here by Rashad Bateman. Takes 3 guys to bring him down, and finally they do.
Able to free him, and great job getting that first down.
Hill is in, 1st and 10, and that's a mid-range pass, which is caught and backpedaling to the 44-yard line, and a hard-earned yard right there.
7 guys stacked at the line of scrimmage for the Bengals defensively.
They rush them all. Jackson hit as he throws. He is 27 of 30. This for the tie, and he got it. Tied at 38. 56-yard field goal by Justin Tucker.
If you're getting pressure here, you want to throw, you're thinking like if they're lining up, do you get a screen, get something quick, get it out of your hands? Instead, they go with the draw.
And it's Brown, who will be shy of the first down. 11 for Baltimore. Here is the punt. Rico. They let it bounce. And the move over 100 yards receiving. It's Henry. Rosengarten the block. And around his ankles he finds Hubbard. Jackson to the air. Caught by the back-pedaling Bateman. Takes it into Bengal territory at the 38. 1st and 10, 39 of Cincinnati. Henry back in. Uh-oh, bobbled it. Loose. Oh, it's picked up. Nope, he missed it. Wide left. And the Ravens are alive. It's a 1st and 10. Here comes Henry. Ricard a block. Here he goes. Rocketing down the sideline. Breaks a tackle. Down to the 5. Galloping 51 yards. Now Tucker will try to win it. A 24-yarder. The Ravens have won 3 consecutive games. And they do it on the road. And Lamar Jackson goes to 9-1 against the Bengals. And Baltimore wins a beauty against the Bengals.
Historic running team. That's the challenge for Washington today.
It's combustible is what it is. There's a pass, then look out. Here he goes. It's Zay Flowers down the sideline and all the way to the Washington 20-yard line. Justice Hill in at running back on 2nd and 10.
The play teams, and they can change it to the second play, but you got to get it off.
3rd and 7. Daniels in trouble, and he's decked back at the 25-yard line. Travis Jones got to him first. 42 yards. 3rd and 1. He still has it. Not even going to be touched for the first 8 yards. And he tumbles after picking up the first with ease.
That's the system, and that's having Lamar next to you. You got to count for both guys.
1st and 10. Here it is to Flowers. And he's got another big chunk play in the early action. 3rd and 7. Pulled late in the 4th quarter last week to tie it, then won it in overtime. This one for Justin is good.
He's telling them, look at where they're at, changing the play now.
Got hit when he threw it deep. McLaurin, incomplete. Stevens comes in and jars the ball out. Fake to Hill. Throws it down the field. Open is Bateman for the first.
Near as good as Baltimore, but they can't defend outside one-on-one.
First down, stepping up, firing to the open target. Diving down to the 48 is Bateman again. As Lamar changes things up at the line.
They use him everywhere, tight end, fullback.
There he goes, Henry with a big hole. And Butler able to hold on as he got into the secondary. First down. Fake it to Henry. Got time. Connects. Flowers spins away. Got out of St. Juice's tackle. And the Ravens are putting together an impressive drive. And now it's Henry time. Derrick cutting it outside. Derrick Henry! Touchdown, Ravens!
Secret way to score and be the best red zone team, be able to run the football. And he's as good as anybody. It's pretty good, actually. He's gotten really, really good at this now.
Got time in the pocket here. Finds Flowers. And doubled up and doubled down at the 33-yard line. I saw you go back after that. I saw that.
Yes, you know the
2nd and 10. And there's the completion. Out to Flowers. Here they go on 1st and 15.
Wide open.
Yeah. Agar, the former USC Trojan. He bounced around the league here in recent years.
They had success last week blitzing from the interior. We'll see if they do it again.
Pass sidearm complete. It's Flowers again to the 15 and a first down.
Take this angle right there.
Well protected, wide open, and now he's targeted, and it goes for a touchdown.
Well done. You mention someone's name, the ball ends up in his hands. Get another opportunity.
52 yards to close out the half. Cybers kick, it's ugly. And no good.
Also did a great...
Going back to the sideline, wide of the mark. Not quite timed up this one with Noah Brown.
As he has now, they can win the Super Bowl.
He's got a 3rd and 2. It's going to be Lamar. Not even touched. There goes Lamar into the secondary. Jackson to the 28 of Washington. That was 33 yards. Play action fake. There he goes to Likely. Likely with 4 helmets on him, approaching the 10-yard line, and the Ravens most ever.
This is the way Washington has a chance to win. They got to stop them.
2nd and 8. They had him. Still running free. And he knocks another one through. Is almost so good on 3rd down. Will he be this time? Daniels down the field, and he is almost intercepted. Should have been. Right in the hands of Ardarius Washington.
Anything here as a quarterback, a disaster that Jaden almost did in the last series.
Here's Henry with a full head of steam. And he's got a first down with ease. First down. Fake to him this time. And got a completion again to Andrews, his 2nd catch. 10-yard penalty and a first down.
They just need better technique out there.
Fake to Henry again. Deep throw, wide open. Andrews looks around, there's no one there. And he's tackled at the 12 by Sainra still.
Washington brings everyone down, Jim. Look at how many guys are right here.
2nd and 5. He'll still face that with power, with Henry, with a touchdown. Great call, Tony. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Bring Ricard back from the left side and let the big guy. No one even wants to hit him. He's so big, Jim. You're starting to have 2 guys from the same area come out and beat. Here, scrape over the top. Exactly. That's what I'm doing.
Another completion.
And Nate was right. That's a good call. Hat or higher. Here comes the pressure.
2nd and 9. Bateman roaming free. St. Jude's having a difficult time back there. 3rd and 11.
Here we go. This is it. Now you've got all these guys here. He stays down here. Take away the middle.
Completion a yard or two short with Likely. It'll be actually 2 yards short. Tucker's kick is good. 2nd and 8. Toss. Henry. First down and a whole lot more. Henry breaks it all the way down to the 40-yard line. 3rd and a foot. Looks like a little confusion, but Lamar takes care of business, gets popped. He'll spend 20 years in his Hall of Fame career.
Amazing player.
Quinn and Harbaugh meet at midfield, and the Ravens win it. It's 30-23 final. Baltimore continues that win streak.
Came in last year, changed enough things. They got better at the wide receiver position, and it has been good for Lamar.
How about that fake? Lamar did not hand it to Zay Flowers. Takes it up the gut, gets 11. And the yards per rush allowed, 24th in the league.
Big difference, especially in a game like this.
Fake toss. There's Flowers. Good block out on the edge, and Flowers has another first down. Extra men on the rush. Winfield. Last play of the quarter, play action. That's where Lamar has thrived, and he thrives with a completion to Kohler. Against an injury-ravaged offensive line of Kansas City. He was as big a reason why they won it all as anybody. Here's Flowers. Nice cutback. Zay Flowers is still rumbling inside the 40. Coming off a career-high 132 receiving yards last week. Against Washington, Lamar has to duck out of trouble, and there he goes. And from behind, Winfield brings him down by the jersey, but a first down.
I'm sure, based on what he's been able to do in his career, he has seen enough weakness from some defenses.
Here's a throw and a nice catch for the first down by Likely. Lunging grab, and Isaiah Likely has his 19th catch of the season for 10. 1st and goal. Wide open and a touchdown. Back-to-back games with a touchdown for Mark Andrews. With his college buddy, Baker Mayfield, watching from the other sideline.
Not a lot to this, really. They try to get a jam on Andrews as he comes off the line of scrimmage. The defense is expecting him to continue up the seam, but instead he just turns quickly, gives his numbers to Lamar. He was playing more outside.
Good protection. End zone intercepted. Picked off by Humphrey. Great play by Marlon Humphrey. And think about what just happened for the Bucs. Here's Henry. Henry gets 10 plus. Give him 12.
Really good job, because takeaways have been hard to come by for this Ravens defense.
Pressure on Jackson. Braswell can't get there. Downfield, he's got Bateman. Great move. Rashad Bateman looking for a block. Down inside the 10. 2nd and goal from back at the 18. Here's Hill. Justice Hill with a convoy. Touchdown Ravens. No flags.
Tyke Smith is coming off the edge, and you're going to see 4 offensive linemen out in front of this screen. So it was set up. The offense hardly even had to do anything.
It's their 2nd third down attempt of the game. Quick throw and a completion to Likely. And Isaiah has a first down and a gain of 7. It's been Hill in the backfield. Play action with him. Down the middle, that's Andrews. Inside the 10 where it's 1st and goal. We're told by the Ravens that he's fine and healthy. Here's Hill, left side, flag on the play as Hill is taken down. Hill again, flag again. Tyke Smith made the stop. Here's the call.
Holding, offense number 65, 10-yard penalty.
2nd down and goal. There is Hill. Braswell makes the stop. And a flag.
Pass interference, offense number 80. It's a 10-yard penalty, second down.
Here's Aguilar, wide open. And he's down to the 10-yard line and makes it basically a chip shot for Tucker on 4th and goal. And he drills it. 7-point game with 4 seconds left in the half here in Tampa.
You lose.
Gill, he pops it up. They want to return. And it's Justice Hill. Full head of steam, and Hill. Good starting field position at the 40. 3rd and 26. Here's Hill out of the backfield. And Hill, trying to get there, will at least get inside the 35 and give Tucker a chance at a field goal here. 18-yard gain and a 52-yard try by Tucker with the win. High snap, good hold, kick is good. Big play on 3rd down and 26. Mayfield fakes a throw, won't get the first down. Brought down by Matabike and Roquan Smith. And that brings up 4th down. Into the wind. This would be something if he can hit it. And he hits it. He hits the upright. Not good.
Well, and the bigger problem for Tampa Bay is now setting up Lamar in this offense almost at midfield.
Here's Henry. A flag comes in.
What he was able to do. I mean, he's rattled off some big runs seemingly every week.
Here's a home run shot for Bateman. Touchdown Ravens.
Well, Zion McCollum, he is locked up on him in man coverage, and it's just a really good route. He gives a little nod. McCollum's expecting the ball to be thrown out to the boundary. I would think Lamar Jackson would love us to call every game, because every time we watch him, he plays like
rating and has been lighting up the scoreboard. Here's Henry, left side. Yep, it can change in a break. There he goes. McCollum, the only man that can catch him, and he does. Floated, wide open, touchdown, Andrews.
Great route by Mark Andrews. Look at the move that he puts on Jordan Whitehead. Whitehead is in coverage, man coverage on him, and just totally turns him around. To do that, it's one thing if you're a receiver and can do that. It's another thing if you're a tight end and you're doing that.
16th rank. Me hurts like hell. Not finished before 6:30 or 7 at night. As Lamar Jackson just takes off and he turns on his jets and gets a first down. He keeps reminding all of us just how fast he is week after week. Play action, that might be backward. Flowers did. Toss to Henry, bends it back. Here he goes again. Jets are on. Did he stay in? No, he stepped out.
He wants to do his part and contribute like he has and leave it at that.
Jackson Bateman, first down. Here is Henry on the reception for the touchdown.
You can see as Henry comes out of the backfield, just simple little flat route, gets the ball to him, and there's Jordan Whitehead. Not a whole lot there now.
Mayfield's in trouble and sacked. By Kyle Hamilton in a costly loss for the Buccaneers and an impressive win For the Baltimore Ravens, they've won 5 in a row. They're tied at the top of the division at 5-2.
They'll use the Ricard, the fullback, a lot also. And Lamar fakes the pitch, will throw on first down. There's one of those tight ends. It's Kohler, and he is out across the 30-yard line. It'll be second down at 11. It was a loss of 1. Hill is in the backfield. Jackson zips one. He's got Bateman, who's playing with so much confidence. And Bateman's inside Cleveland territory. Martin Emerson eventually takes him down. In motion is Wallace. They'll hand it off to Henry. And Henry breaks free from the offensive line. And gets down close to a first down. In fact, I think he has it. Delpit made the hit at the end. 2 receivers up top, 2 tight ends to the right. Jackson looks to the middle. Pass is complete to Mark Andrews. And Andrews down to the 15, gets the first down. Roddy Stanley goes, yeah, he's playing better. He is playing better. On second down, they dump it off. They give it off to Likely. Likely's got some blockers, and Likely gets down to the 10-yard line. Keep an eye on Andrews, top of your screen. Jackson dancing in the backfield. Jackson in trouble, throws toward Andrews, makes a diving play, but he's short of the first down. Yeah, he's the Wildcat. Jackson is the bottom of your screen. Henry tried to go to his right. Nothing's there. He's stopped. Maurice Hurst came over to make the initial hit from the outside, but J.O.K. came inside.
He was the number 1 cornerback.
The iconic calls for the Cleveland Browns. Lamar Jackson on second down, dancing out of the pocket, trying to run away from the defense. He does it better than anybody. And he gets across the 40 on first down. They hand it off to Henry, and Henry breaks a tackle. He's free to the near side. Watch out for the stiff arm. Henry sizing him up. He missed on it, but he gets down to the 20-yard line. Be third down at 21. Jackson, sacked twice in the first half last week against Tampa Bay, is going for the end zone. He's got a man wide open, and he overthrew Zay Flowers.
This way was into the wind. He struggled with some of the longer kicks this way.
And this one, end over end, is no. It is good. It slipped in. Wow. It barely got off the ground, and he's tied this game up at 3. Sack total to the most through 7 weeks in a long time for the Browns. That ball swatted at the line of scrimmage, and it's incomplete.
This year.
Jackson sets up in the pocket, wobbles it to the middle of the field, and it's from the bottom of your screen on third down. They're going to loft it, and it's a leaping attempt by Akins. He just couldn't hold on. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on its way, and it is right through the middle. And the Browns have taken a 6-3 lead. Third down and 14. Smith trying to chase down Jackson. In trouble across his body, and it's in. 15, play clock down to 2. Winston's in trouble, and Hamilton takes him down. He lost the football. There's a scramble for it, and the Ravens have recovered.
Run or draw. Make him use a timeout and punt the ball. You have a 6-3 lead. You cannot turn the ball over there.
And Lamar Jackson now with great field position on first down in the middle of the field. Pass is complete. Aguilar has it to the 11-yard line. First down, throws it toward the end zone, diving attempt, it's caught! Aguilar! First touchdown reception of the year, and the Ravens have the lead. Bunch formation, the bottom's in motion. And here's Jackson off the fake to Henry, and Jackson gets down to the 42-yard line.
Zay Flowers has 1 catch for -1 yard.
Jackson backpedaling, throws. Aguilar can't have. Jameis going long, home run ball. Nobody's there, and it's incomplete. Tillman stopped his route.
Brown showing pressure here.
Zay Flowers in motion. Jackson will dump it off to a wide open Flowers. Makes a man miss. Down to the 36-yard line. Martin Emerson.
Situation.
Well, now you're facing a 3rd and 6. Quick snap. Jackson setting up. He's in trouble. He throws off his back leg, and he's got the first down. And then more likely makes a few men miss. Spins inside the 10. Owusu Koromoa eventually took him down. Second down and goal. Jackson throwing to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown Ravens. Mark Andrews, who's gotten busier as the weeks have moved on. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
to get to the 46 of Cleveland. Jackson improvising. Jackson throws. Flag comes in. Pass is complete to Flowers.
Might have called a push-off.
Last week he was 4 for 23 in the first half and then exploded for over 100 yards. He'll pick up the blitz this time, and they find Likely. And Likely has a first down inside the 35. They've converted their last couple of third downs. They were 0 for their first 5. Pressure's coming. Jackson across his body.
1 for 5 over 50.
60 for his career. High snap, handled well. Kick is on the way. It doesn't have a lot, but it has. No, it's off to the left. No good. The third down and 14. Again, Ravens down 3. Under 10 to play. Lamar, like he's in the backyard, just playing with his buddies. He's looking long to the middle of the field. Bateman, oh, he had it!
I think it's too far for a sneak.
Yeah, I think you're right. He gives it to Chubb, and Chubb stopped. He's knocked back.
It's going to be further now. They lost yardage.
Trenton Simpson came in from the backside at the weak side linebacker position. Well, this will be a 48.
Every game matters so much.
On first down, down 6. Jackson, he's in trouble in the end zone. Got a little freedom. Now he's going to run it. He was in trouble for a moment, and now he explodes for a first down and more. Baltimore with 3 timeouts left. Plenty of time. Down 6. They need a touchdown. Blitz is coming. He avoids it. Throws on the run. He's got Flowers. And Flowers comes back and makes the catch. Results in a first down. They come underneath to Andrews.
Shot down the field if you want to, or if not, Lamar can tuck it and run for it.
Likely in motion. Likely's open for a moment. Now they come underneath. Pass is complete to Flowers. Flowers, an extension of the running game inside the 10 to the 5 toward the pylon. And he's down close to the 1-yard line. Jay Feely, Ross Tucker, Tom McCarthy, Lamar Jackson pitches it to Henry, and Henry goes to the end zone. He's in. Touchdown Ravens. 2:36 to play in the fourth quarter. Justice Hill in the backfield. Jackson to the middle of the field. Pass is complete. Aguilar for first down up to the 41. 51-50. There is an injured Brown up now. He pops up off the ground. And they spike it. The Ravens have won 5 straight after losing the first 2 games of the season. They've done it in dominant fashion. On second down. Pass to the outside. Flowers is open. He had a mismatch on the outside, including the Cincinnati game this year. Jackson out of the gun, just dumps it off to Hill. Hill's got great speed. He makes one man miss and gets inside the 25, but the clock will continue to run. 25, 20, 24. Yep. Jackson out of the gun. Pressure's coming. Jackson's in trouble. He avoids it. Looks downfield. Sets up. Throws across his body toward the end zone. It's incomplete. Play clock is down to 7. Jackson takes the snap. Last play of the game. Jackson avoids the rush. Jackson still in trouble. Gives himself some time. Directs traffic. Pumps away. Throws to the end zone. It's up for grabs. Incomplete.
Great job of the ascension of Bo Nix.
Hurry up. They fake the toss to go bootleg. Pass got away from him, and it's intercepted. Bounced off the receiver's hands, and Ardarius Washington able to catch it on the rebound. For Justice Hill, the running back. There's Lamar. Backed up. They made the announcement during the break. They've overturned the ruling on the field. They say Williams is short, and the Ravens take over on downs. Lamar, stationary in the pocket. Look who's wide open. Aguilar, tackled at the 19. Second and 9. And another completion for a first. It's Bateman this time.
Baltimore's the favorite.
On first and 10, Henry with a big lane on the outside. You're going to run it up the middle. Bouncing off one player. And Henry takes it home for his 100th career rushing touchdown. So he's got third
rhythm exactly.
Meanwhile, play action for Jackson. Wow. And a completion. It's Zay Flowers. There's a face mask added onto this on the way. Here's the 2nd and 6. Jackson. Oh boy, this is going nowhere but back. And Tucker's kick is good.
But Orr still calling the play.
Slow down Derrick Henry.
They fake it to him. And now the pass to Flowers to the 40 of Denver. Just lofts it to Justice Hill in stride down at the 7-yard line. Going to the end zone. It's not there. We got another flag. Denver. 37-yard attempt and
with great Sertan on the other side.
1st and 10 down the middle. Look wide open. It's Flowers again, and he breaks the tackle, and he's off to the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Second and 9. Quick pass to Andrews. Bulls ahead for the first down.
Attack with everyone else and put everyone up in here just like they're doing now.
Here's Henry. Henry's got another first down. For 12 or 13 more to his total. That was the first drop of the game for the Ravens on offense. 3rd and 10. They're chasing after him again. There's Hooper. He gets away from him. He's got a big running lane, and he's got the first down. Just able to shuffle out of bounds to keep the drive alive.
So we're going to see if this is going to work because they're changing plays too on the other side.
Henry galloping. Henry's got his 1,000. Henry's inside the 20 and down at the 17. Running right behind Linderbaum is center, and he breaks another one for 20. It's Henry. It's Henry. Outside. It's Henry. It's Henry for the touchdown again.
One-on-one down at the bottom. Something quick to the flat.
It's looking that way. It's closed up, and he gets sacked. Gets taken down. And it was a hungry bunch after Cleveland. 1st and 10 bootleg. Coming back to the near side. Derrick getting into the passing game. Derrick's got blockers in front. Derrick turning on the speed. And just enough of Cody Barton's contact. That's why we practice. Oh, okay. I'll retract that question next time. As Jackson again has an open target. It's Mark Andrews with his 2nd catch of the quarter.
That leaves people one-on-one.
1st and 20, little sidearm pass over to Flowers, who was over 100 in the first half and a pair of touchdowns, and he's got another 16-yard play. It's Hill, nice wiggle, picks up the first down.
You wait for the trickery.
Here's the wide open target. Ricard with the touchdown catch. And Jackson's the first to come over and congratulate him. Slides, flings, incomplete and no flag.
I think they're going to have a great chance to get it.
3rd and 2.
Oh, just a man amongst boys.
Look at him. Now he's going to try to take off, and they got him just in time. Here's Tucker. Wow. Didn't graze it this time.
His rifle want to do a good job.
Here he is rolling, looking again. Those options are closed. Trouble back at the 14, and look, they come up and get him. Oh, my goodness.
Trenton Simpson, outstanding timing.
4th and goal. The Ravens and goal. The Ravens trying to maintain their second half shutout. And the Broncos get on the board one more time. Here's the fling. The throw is over the head of Sutton. Celebrate their fellow tight end with the touchdown catch. Here's a 3rd and 3. And now Hill comes in.
It's a coordinator. He can run it, get him on the edge, or throw it.
Henry out, so Hill is in, and Justice Hill gets taken down. That tackle right. Pressure. Extra pressure. Fires too high. Chase is there. Chase wants a flag. And Chase, there is a flag. I need to bring that to September because
I'm with you.
Yeah, historically they've been getting off to bad starts.
Yeah.
Burrow escapes, throws, and that's incomplete along the sideline there. And again, looking for a flag. Kappa looking back. Burrow, deep drop. Burrow down the sideline, and that's incomplete. The coverage is good. Pressure was put on. Burton, the intended receiver, and they hand the ball back to the Ravens. Jackson throws, reaching up, making the grab there is Mark Andrews.
Derrick Henry gets a lot of the attention, but they are so much better on the edge.
2nd down and 10. Jackson out of the pocket, always dangerous. Proves it again. 1st down. In that role with the Bengals. Jackson, play fake, throws, caught, Flowers, breaks the tackle, spins around. Gets around Pratt, gets tackled after a gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Well, you'd love to see this.
2nd quarter begins. Al Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit, Kaylee Hartung on a 1st and 10. Henry gets the toss. Henry down the sideline. And then he picks up a few before he's pushed out of bounds. 1st and goal. Lamar. Wide open. Nelson Aguilar, touchdown, Baltimore.
In the entire NFL that challenges you with the eyes as much as Lamar Jackson. You're worried about, and he even puts the ball looking like making it look and feel like he's going to run. Initially, that's secondary. They got their eyes in the backfield, and they lose focus on the receiver, Aguilar.
Burrow, after surveying, to the end zone. As it picked off in the end zone, it's Stevens, Brandon Stevens.
After review, the ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. The 2nd foot came down out of bounds. Bring up 2nd down from the previous spot.
So here's the situation. Before the left foot gets down, the right foot is out of bounds. 3-man rush. Flag. Caught at the 25 and up to the 31. Goes and averaging about 4.5. Jackson pressured. Can't be brought down from behind. Gets the pass away and it's caught. Bateman. Deep drop. Pressured again. All the way back and just flips it away. Caught and taken to the 26-yard line is Justice Hill. Well, Brown again. Fighting his way. Ball is out. Ball is out. Ravens think they have it. They do. Knocked away by Marlon Humphrey. Henry. And there he goes. To the 12-yard line. Justice Hill in the backfield. Send him out to the right. Jackson backing up, backing away, under pressure, and down the sideline he goes. Lamar Jackson, can he stay in bounds all the way? He stopped inside the 1. Name somebody else right now who can do that.
Nobody.
And tight ropes the sideline. Do they give it to Henry? Indeed they do. And he backs his way in. So Henry has now scored a touchdown in every game this season. Burrow again pressured. Fires. Incomplete. Intended for Chase. No flag. That time you had Darius Washington. Yeah. Had to avoid Ricard as well, the fullback. Meanwhile, the pass is caught. Wallace makes the grab. Wallace down the sideline. Wallace is going to go all the way, assuming he stayed in bounds all the way. So on a 3rd and 2, Tylan Wallace for the moment with the touchdown.
What a turnaround.
All good. Tucker for the point after. Play clock at 1. Get it off. Again going deep. And that's incomplete. Wide open. Inside Bengal territory. They go to Wallace again. So the fourth-year guy out of Oklahoma State covered that time by Turner. That's a gain of 20. 84-yard gain, 20-yard gain. Fake to Henry. Fired over the middle. That's caught. That's Andrews. He gets into the action. Already in field goal range.
They're doing the right things, playing their kind of football.
Henry. Gain of 9. Pressure. Wide open. Touchdown. Mark Andrews.
A mix-up in coverage. Logan Wilson right here has got to be able to control this crossing route. He in the corner who's working across. That was Cam Taylor-Britt. They almost ran into each other, but clearly looked confused. Nobody take. Von Bell trying to get someone's attention.
Jackson struts in, flings it away. Conversion good. So many. Four-man rush. Lamar throws, caught, first down to the 48-yard line. 4 minutes to go. Jackson to the outside. That's taken by Flowers. And Flowers is finally wrestled down. 2nd and 10. Fires, caught, spinning around, takes it to the 8-yard line. Bateman.
You have some time to work. Now they don't have to worry about that after the incompletion.
Not at all. 3rd and goal. Jackson running around. Little jump pass, touchdown. Bateman. Rashad Bateman. And they have the lead again.
To work now for Burrow and Chase. And here's this throw. Watch this little Steph Curry little jump. And look at the follow through.
Yep.
In the perfect location. Your guy, Bateman, with the go-ahead touchdown.
6 catches for Bateman tonight. 4 touchdown passes for Lamar. He's thrown for 290 now. There's Bateman working on Taylor-Britt.
Put that foot in the ground, works the other way. He's got him. Look at Lamar. As soon as he threw it, he starts to head to the bench.
To the right side. Chase to the left side. To the right side he goes. Incomplete at the goal line. Washington breaking it up. You miss calls, the whole thing. It's so frustrating to the fans. So frustrating. That'll take us to the finish line. 35-34. Burrow tonight, 4 touchdown passes, 428 yards. Jackson tonight, 4 touchdown passes, 290 yards.
Motion man is Flowers. Handoff. Henry turns it upfield. Very close to a first down. Loses the ball. Cough up by Henry. And get the offense going here. Fake the pitch. Jackson sets, throws. It's on time. Connection made. Isaiah Likely. And Likely brought down inside the 35. Pro Bowl in 2021. Spent 7 games with Carolina. Jackson on 3rd and 7. Floater is off the mark. Zay Flowers was trying to turn his body in the right direction. The most NFL history. And the kick. No good.
Baltimore on the move in one direction and trying to hit back in the opposite.
Tight formation.
Wilson trying to do it himself.
I don't know.
Yeah, that first surge, he didn't get it.
He was able to fall forward, but where they're running in, and now they've taken Broderick Jones and flipped him over from the right side to the left side to create more blocking.
Harris is in, and Harris is stopped. Ravens take over. And bring a different view, a different angle. He has. And it's Jackson doing it himself. There it is, Charles. You wanted to see it? You got it. Dime package here. 3rd and 11. Jackson, a deep drop. Jackson looking. And that ball deflected at the line of scrimmage. Jackson doesn't get a clean yard attempt. He had been Mr. Automatic throughout his career. 50-yarder. Tucker.
Run from either side, denting them in terms of the tailbacks.
And Wilson gets enveloped. Away for the Ravens. Gets home.
This is part of the fabric of our nation. Sports is really what certainly makes our military overseas appreciate everything we have, and we see games like this, and it's a blessing. It's a real blessing.
And it looks like these officials are going to let them play a little bit.
Quick snap. Jackson knocked down. #1 scoring team in the NFL. Jackson throws it. Incomplete. He was looking for Andrews downfield. There were black and gold jerseys in the area. Russell Wilson, Arthur Smith. Previously, it's a punting game. Wilson, Arthur Smith. Previously, it's a punting game. A 16-13 tie. Guess what? It's the defense showing out. Derrick Henry and Washington. Wilson on 3rd and 20. Pickens, and they hem him in. Pickens is dropped short of the 30-yard line.
TJ Watt has gotten him 7.5 of those.
Fake the handoff. Jackson, a strike. Working the middle of the field. Handoff. Henry. Derrick Henry tripped up inside the 30 by Fitzpatrick. Signing that 2-year, $16 million deal. 31-yard carry. Jackson tosses it. Sideline. Catch made. Likely battles inside the 5. 2 tight ends. Extra offensive linemen. They go tight. Handoff. Henry slams it in there for the touchdown. Baltimore finally has one on the board, and it's Derrick Henry. 3rd and 4.
Chunks of yardage.
Line of scrimmage is the 9. Rush coming. Jackson, dump off. Catch is made by Likely, and the ball jarred loose. Wilson working from the gun. Wilson lofts it. Broken up. He was looking for Pickens. Baltimore yet to convert on 3rd down. They're 0 of 5. 3rd and 6. Jackson fades and hits Mark Andrews, and they nearly broke away from Fitzpatrick. 3 carries, 21 yards for Jackson. Running play. Henry's got enough. 1st down. From the gun. Jackson, little flip, took a while to get there. The catch and curl by Hill, and he's short. 4 yards, missed one from 47, missed one from 50. Kick on the way, Tucker. He's got it. Wilson fires, complete to Pickens. Works the tightrope, out of bounds. 7 and 2.
Yeah, they're more focused on Sam Darnold's issues, but today it looks like he's back on the beam.
Dump off to Warren. Alluded to. Pittsburgh goes with it here. 3rd and 11. Jackson out of the pocket. Jackson stop. Start again. And he's out of bounds. Steelers are on the move. 1st down at the ball. Wilson steps up. Spin around. Wilson avoids it. Wilson looks. A floater. Intercepted. Marlon Humphrey. Turnover. Pittsburgh. Wilson trying to make something happen. Aerial coverage of today's game is provided by Goodyear. Ravens with Lamar Jackson working the sideline, and that quiets the crowd. They were in a frenzy coming off the presentation of Renegade. Now a 1st and 15 with Hill and Ricard in there. Jackson Deep drop, timing route, drops it in the bucket, caught by Hill. Steelers fighting for the football, they come 9% on his completion rate. 2nd and 10, Jackson didn't see anything he liked downfield, keeps it alive. Jackson out of the pocket, step up and throw, and it bounced. Shotgun, Jackson hooks a pass underneath, caught by Bateman, and it's enough for a first down. Jackson makes the connection. Isaiah Likely hit from behind by Wilson, who had the pick. This is now a 3rd and 9 at the 46. 1:26 to go. Jackson on the move. Jackson pulls the trigger, and he's got Justice Hill looping to the outside. First down, Baltimore. First down at the Pittsburgh 22. Operating from the gun, Jackson gets rid of it. And Tylan Wallace. Hill in the backfield, pistol formation. Jackson slings it, end zone, touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers. Jackson keeping it. Jackson fake. Jackson tosses. Incomplete.
3rd down and 5. Jackson floats it. Contact.
Unfortunate for Josh Palmer and the opportunity he might have had.
On 3rd down and 7, Dobbins can't haul it in.
For them, try to get some kind of rhythm going.
Here is Henry able to bounce. Still rumbling out across the 45, and that's exactly what the Ravens needed. Only carried it 13 times for 65 in that loss at Pittsburgh, and you see what they're trying to do. And why not? Lamar doing what Lamar does, and now floating it for Andrews. A little bit of a juggle, but he was able to catch it, secure it before he went out of bounds. It was close. First down and goal. Jackson keeps. Jackson to the edge. Touchdown, Ravens. That is rushing touchdown number 3 on the year for Lamar Jackson. At Jackson, it took him 10 yards, and it was a typical number 8 run.
Well, this is why the Baltimore Ravens are the number 1 red zone offense, because they have Lamar Jackson, and he's the biggest red zone weapon. That, you know, you're able to do things like this with him that you just simply can't do with other quarterbacks. And they get out, it gets a good block by Isaiah Likely on the edge. In year 1 with Jim Harbaugh, they're bringing that same philosophy and culture to Los Angeles.
McConkey is short of first down yardage by plenty as he's brought down by Chris Board. And it's 4th down.
They're trying to guard against leaving any time if they don't.
Flowers, his first catch, and off he goes. Zay Flowers out of bounds, short of midfield. And a catch and run of 22 yards. Ball at the 40. Good protection, aired out. Bateman downfield. And he has got it for the touchdown. You saw the flag. That call is against the Chargers, and this touchdown will stand.
Christian Fulton was in a great position. He just could not locate the ball. What a great job by Rashad Bateman.
Pass interference, number 7 defense. Penalties declined. Results of the play, touchdown.
You said it, Joe. The penalty on Fulton, but they got the one-on-one. But with that said, Fulton's in a great position. He plays this perfectly. He's riding him up on the high-angle post or corner, and he just could not get situated to try to turn and locate the ball.
Now 3rd down. Jackson is able to dump it off. Andrews is good enough for a first down. Good play. Chased by Bosa. Jackson, Flowers. And the catch is good. Goes down as a sack for Derwin James. 3rd down and 10. Quick throw. Flowers underneath. He will not get there. And able to drill it right through the middle. Rager overthrown. They're going to give to Henry. He's got it easily and still going. King Henry down, twisting inside the 35. Here's Henry. 1st down. End zone. Catch is made. Touchdown Andrews, and now they're saying no catch. Touchdown Andrews.
Well, they had the right call. Chargers did. They were doubling Andrews and just not played particularly well. Obviously, he's got the ball. He's able to fight back and make a play on it.
And a clear catch. And the Ravens will go for 2.
They just got crossed up. Both of them played one side and allowed them to get the play.
They already lead by 7. They roll out right. Didn't look like much. Now 3rd down and 6. Herbert. And a drop by Johnston. 4 touchdown passes for the Dolphins, who have won 3 straight, and they're only a game under 500. Here's Andrews coming off that touchdown catch. He got 9. 3rd down and 2. Here is Hill. He gets the 1st down, and on he goes. Inside the 10. End zone. Touchdown, Justice Hill.
They go motion with Flowers across, and you're going to see what's happening here. And they're trying to communicate it out. They don't quite get situated. Alohi Gilman comes up, takes a bad angle. He's a little tight on the fit. And there goes Justice Hill.
And Gilman is down. That's who they're looking at. Alohi Gilman tried to make that early tackle, and then he is still on the Baltimore side of the 50. And Lamar Jackson knew it once Justice Hill got past that early wave of defenders and tacklers. A&M. 5th time the Chargers have been flagged for an offensive hold. 3rd down and 18. And here's one for Palmer on this side. And a flag. Hill. Herbert, end zone, and off the right hand of Palmer. 4th down. And a flag again. First, he's gone 7-2, and he's thrown 22 touchdown passes and 0 interceptions.
We like having them.
We sure do. Quick meeting between John and Jim. Harbaugh.
2 rushing there over and over again with where he aligns.
It's a 3rd and 6. That last play goes down as a rush play and incomplete. And they fake it to Henry. Lamar escapes for a moment and then a second time. Plants the feet and fires. Wide open. Zay Flowers with the wiggle. A second time. And finally brought down at the 18-yard line by Isaiah Rodgers.
Zone to the opposite side, but not Carter, who's playing as well as anyone in the National Football League.
Now it's 3rd and 9 from the pocket, lofting it inside. Hasn't been smooth sailing like it normally is for him. 17 to 23 on the year from 34, no problem here. Tucker, good from 34. A.J. Brown to the near side. Jalen's going long ball. Long ball to Brown it is, incomplete. 2 Raven defenders back there, including Washington coming over.
Rightfully so. Whoever's playing the best at the time, because these guys are all so close.
And here's Lamar getting it over to Henry, who steps out at the 40. very calmly looks on at his defense. 2nd and 7 here for Baltimore. That won't have him calm. As Flowers is able to pluck it out of the air and take it down to about the 36.
This is what makes them hard. The shell gets like morphed. It goes here, 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 here.
But here comes Henry, and here he goes down to the 15, to the 10, and just inside the 10-yard line, running behind Ronnie Stanley. They got a 1st and goal to go.
I wish I could tell you it's not.
The old yips. Here's a 1st and goal. And he's signaling as he backpedals to the 30. Andrews secures it and shows the football to everyone. Touchdown, Baltimore. That snap was at the 14-yard line. Lamar threw it back at the 29. And the extra point.
Don't blitz. Come over here.
2 tight ends for the Eagles on 3rd and 7. And from behind, they sack Jalen Hurts. Roquan was there, so was Marlon Humphrey.
To me now, just protect the ball. This is a great defensive unit when they know you're passing.
Got Hill, who's often a target out of the backfield, is going to dump it off to him. Here's Justice. Spinning, and then slammed down at the 32.
These 3rd down and mediums.
3rd and 5. For Saquon. Here you go. He's got it again. But no, he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Allocating resources down by the line. This is a big one here.
Oh, and they've got him. 1st down for the Eagles. Took it 49 yards to a touchdown the last time they had it. And now the play action. It's Hurts. Connecting again with A.J. Brown in the middle of the field.
Usually they have 7.
It's a 2nd and 5. Goes up top again is Brown. 1st and 10 for Baltimore. And they got all their timeouts too. And they've got a connection to Wallace. Well, Joe Frazier.
Oh,
come on.
Joe Frazier.
And Rocky Pombo. Here we go. 1st and 10. As Jackson is brought down. That is Smith. Nolan Smith with the sack.
The 4 minutes, 2 before and 2 after.
3rd and 7. Lamar about to step into trouble. Then pirouettes and takes off. He's going to get the 1st down. And the Ravens have a chance to do what they do better than anyone again. With 38 seconds and 1 timeout, Jackson finds the open target. Flowers dives down near the 20.
Keeping those in check with only 1 penalty for 5 yards.
With no timeouts in 31 seconds. Jackson. Oh, that's going to be huge. And the ball comes out. Justin Tucker with the kick. And it's good. He got it. 3 weeks ago, a Thursday night win against Cincinnati was his 100th home win as Derrick Henry gets thrown for an extra couple of yards on the tackle by Josh Sweat. +5 if they get a victory today. 3rd and 8. And with pressure, look at him pull it down. That is Andrews for the 2nd time. It's 3rd and 5. Jackson backpedals to the 28 and gets swarmed under by Bond. Hunt was there also, who made the 50-yarder with 3 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's Tucker, and that kick wide left.
Good pass defense.
2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Still looking. Now takes off. Got the 1st down. Able to slip pass Rodgers. Burks has come in for Dean.
There they go.
Here comes Henry. Slips through it. He's near another 1st down.
Just outstanding fundamentals. Understand leverage.
Hurry up. And Lamar has it. Burks has come in for Dean.
There they go.
Here comes Henry. Slips through it. He's near another 1st down.
Just outstanding fundamentals. Understand leverage.
Hurry up. And Lamar has it. He fumbled, and it looks like
responsibilities on the fly. Well done.
3rd and 7, Tony. Lamar going for the big one. Going for the big one. It is caught. No, he didn't take it all the way to the ground. Compartmentalize your thoughts for the lead. Tucker's got a hook. Yardage in the back of that play as Lamar flings it. And that's a catch by Andrews at the 40-yard line. Got to get to the 49 for a first. Just dump it off to Hill. There are Eagles waiting for him.
Yep.
And they with an 8. Got to have it. On the run and incomplete. That tackle by DeJean on Henry.
He's outstanding. This kid is a stud.
4th and 8. Got to have it. On the run and incomplete. That was McCollum.
No one does that to them.
And Fangio said it might be one of the best offense.
You see this 3rd and 7 first.
Barkley cuts it out wide. He'll get back a few yards right there.
Stays in bounds. Kick field.
Both Detroit and Philadelphia
goals that didn't go Baltimore's way. Otherwise, this would have been a one-score game here coming to the last drive.
3rd and 6. That'll be a first down, but the clock will keep on running.
Now you get to study yourself fully, and you'll really be able to shore up some of the details of the negative stuff and strengthen the positives.
3rd and 3, and this will probably end it. We got a flag. Hold on a minute. He's going to put a highlight together for us. Gosh, he's out of bounds with 7 seconds. There is a flag. He just ripped off a run of about 40 yards.
The highest level on special teams, and now you're like, okay, the ball will matter in those games. Penalties will matter. It's the hidden yardage.
To the end zone, pulled down by Likely.
Game's not over.
You mean we have a chance? They're saying. Okay.
That it is. Nothing better.
And AJ, it has to translate on the offensive side of the football. The Giants are averaging just 10 points per game at home this year. As Graham Gano kicks it off, and Justice Hill on the return from his own 4-yard line. Hill across the 30. He's got some room. Hill at midfield. And Hill finally out of bounds in Giants territory. A 59-yard return. As Lamar Jackson will start this drive at the Giants' 37-yard line. To the air on first down. Zay Flowers is wide open, and Flowers goes out of bounds. 1st and 10, and Jackson keeps it. Lamar at the 20. Jackson inside the 15. Lost the football. The backfield, DeVito, quick pass, way too high, and out of the reach of Tyrone Tracy.
Of their status on the team.
3rd down and 9. Jackson to the sideline looking for Flowers. He's got it, but he's a little short of a first down. Baltimore starts with great field position, and there he goes. Lamar Jackson shoving Strowman out of bounds. DeVito looking left. Now on the move, rolling out right, and throws this one away. So the Giants, Flowers in motion. It's Henry. Derrick Henry at the 10, 5, still going, down to the 3. 1st and goal, Baltimore. The ball is at the 13-yard line. 3rd and goal. Play clock just about to expire. Jackson fires. Touchdown! Mark Andrews! And that's his 40. 2nd down and 9. Giants will run it with Tracy. Nice moves. He's got the first down. Cut from behind by Tavius Robinson, but not before Tracy goes for 13. 3rd down and 4 for DeVito and the Giants. Play clock winding down. He takes the snap. Looking right the whole time. Fires near center. Trying to push the ball forward. And he didn't get it. Unless he gets a very generous spot. Play action. Jackson has got Andrews for a first down. A 12-yard pickup for Mark Andrews. 2nd and 10. Jackson to Isaiah Likely. And Likely breaks a tackle and picks up the first down. McFadden could not bring him down.
They play the teams that they have to play. They're tied with the Houston Texans record-wise going into today.
Jackson looking deep down the field. Bateman is wide open at the 10, at the 5, and Bateman gets in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 49-yard touchdown. Jackson screen to Hill. Blockers ahead. Hill has the first down and a stiff arm as he goes out of bounds. Jackson with time, and now dumps it down to Bateman, who runs right up ahead and picks up a first down. Jackson out of the pocket again. Buying time, now coming back the other way. Lamar, he's going to run it. He's got a lot of room to run into Giants territory and still going. Jackson with a big one for Baltimore. Terribly for his golf game, which is what he mostly cares about these days. 3rd and 1. Hill, no, it's Jackson. He's got the first, and Lamar will go out of bounds. Escorted out by Pinnock. Right now, Lamar's thinking points. 2nd down and 9. Jackson to the end zone. Bateman's down there. He's got it. Touchdown. 2nd of the day for Rashad Bateman. And what a toss by Lamar.
A couple at the play. They're tied with the Houston Texans record-wise going into today.
Jackson looking deep down the field. Bateman is wide open at the 10, at the 5, and Bateman gets in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 49-yard touchdown. Jackson screen to Hill. Blockers ahead. Hill has the first down and a stiff arm as he goes out of bounds. Jackson with time, and now dumps it down to Bateman, who runs right up ahead and picks up a first down. Jackson out of the pocket again. Buying time, now coming back the other way. Lamar, he's going to run it. He's got a lot of room to run into Giants territory and still going. Jackson with a big one for Baltimore. Terrible, which is what he mostly cares about these days. 3rd and 1. Hill, no, it's Jackson. He's got the first, and Lamar will go out. Lamar's thinking points. 2nd down and 9. Jackson to the end zone. Bateman's down there. He's got it. Touchdown. 2nd of the day for Rashad Bateman. And what a toss by Lamar. A couple of days. Boyle off his back foot, looking for Robinson, incomplete. Marlon Humphrey nearly had an interception.
His legs keep going.
3rd and 1. Henry slips another tackle and picks up the first down. Brian Burns was in the backfield, made the initial hit, but Henry bounces forward for the first. Neighbors called him a good commander of this team. As Jackson keeps it, beats McFadden to the edge, and then McFadden able to come back and bring him out of bounds.
Flip.
11th play of the drive. Jackson over the middle. That's Flowers. Flowers spinning away. Jackson to the end zone. Wide open. Did he get the feet in? Yes, touchdown. Final minute of the 3rd quarter. 4th down and 3. Boyle looking deep down the field. Stevens all over Neighbors, and there's the flag. Boyle fade for Neighbors. And he was out of bounds, incomplete, and that's the final play of the 3rd quarter. Tim Boyle, flushed out, on the move, rolling right, comes back, throws, and it is juggled and incomplete. Nearly intercepted in the end zone, but the Giants are not able to get in on 4th down. His dad was the defensive coordinator at Syracuse, so yeah, I don't think you want to run into Casey on the field. Jackson fires to Flowers for a first down, making the catch right in front of Greg Stroman for a gain of 16. 18 of 21 for Jackson as Henry runs right up the middle, knocking over Giants on the way to the 30-yard line. He said sometimes they'll just give it to Henry and yell, go. And then he gets out of the way. Jackson on the run, wide open, Aguilar, he's got it. Nelson Aguilar did not have a catch in the last 3 games. 3rd down and 10. Jackson gets rid of it to Hill. Hill at the 40, still going, picks up the first down. Great job after the catch by Justice Hill as he races for 14.
Despite their record at 8-5.
2nd and 9, wide open is Hill. Hill at the 20, 10, he can walk it in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Giants had a coverage bust last week against the Saints, and this is another one with nobody in Justice Hill's neighborhood. A 27-yard touchdown. At least not Rutherford, New Jersey, as the Ravens, out of the timeout, pick up the first down with Rasheen Ali. Or if they slip up, you just never know. But they're looking good today as Johnson is in trouble. Boyle looking deep. He's going to throw it deep. Neighbors into double coverage. Intercepted. Picked off on the play by Ardarius Washington, and he gets all the way back to the 22-yard line. Ends 14. Baltimore improves to 9-5, while the Giants drop their 9th straight game, which ties a franchise record.
8 of these 9 games, that's the reason why.
3rd and 19, more pressure. Jackson way back there. Pressured again, throws underneath and can't make the connection to Hill. Oh, good kick. King from his 31. Breaks the tackle. Desmond King straight up the ball.
This one to keep rolling here, KB.
Yeah, 2nd possession for the Ravens, and it's Derrick Henry again, right up the gut. Henry chugging his way down inside the 30 for a first down. Henry again. Giant hole for Henry. Flipped upside down inside the 20, but another first down. Wow.
Again, Henry's done over the course of his career.
Yeah. He gets it again. Henry chugging through tackles again. Uh-oh, inside the 10. Derrick Henry running free, early going. Got right through Dean Lowry, pick up 9 more.
That's one way to stop it, commit a lot of bodies.
Jackson looking to throw, floats one out there, likely is in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You see Likely coming out there almost if he's going to block Fitzpatrick, and then runs right by him. So
4-man rush. Jackson looking for room around the edge, throws across his body. Steelers win, they win the division. Ravens win, they're in the playoffs and keep their division hopes alive. Here's Wilson again. Going to this big seam there. Wilson going to take off. Look at him go. Inside the 10. Russell Wilson decked inside the 5. Ball comes out. Who's going to grab it? Ravens have it. Jackson with time, firing, Likely makes the catch in stride. Beautiful throw from Lamar Jackson and a first down for Baltimore. Hill stays in on 2nd and 5. Give it to him, sprinting left, first down. Hill with the speed, breaks the tackle. Justice Hill tackled there, but all the way in Steelers territory. Always physical, it is so far today, and you see it's dead even so far. Here's Jackson, play pass, fires over the middle, and it is caught there. Flowers down to the 30, first down, Ravens. 3rd and 8. Jackson going end zone, it is caught! Bateman, touchdown!
Just a high-low concept. KZ's on the inside, and he just can't cover this ball to the corner. It's a really nice throw by Lamar, putting it out there where only Bateman can catch it, and the control to get the catch, easily 2 feet down. It's a great throw into zone coverage.
3rd and 5, pressure on Wilson. Tries to get away, and he is sacked. Ravens got immediate pressure, and there's Kyle Van Noy for his career-high 10th sack. Rookie from Marshall. Jackson looking the other way. Flowers wide open, makes a catch. First down and wrestled out of bounds. Out across the 40. Too easy that time to Zay Flowers.
And they have some unique ways of doing that not many other teams have tried.
3rd down, Andrews hangs on. First down, converting a 3rd and long there, and again working on Trice.
120 quarterback rating this year. He seems just fine standing there and throwing it like he has.
Derrick Henry just fine, spinning through Steelers. Crowd loves it. Down to the 35. He's got a first down. 3rd and 9. Jackson, pressure. Gets rid of it. Has a completion, likely, and he's not going to go far. Maybe a yard. Cameron Hayward with the big smack.
Bodes super well for these tight games, but knowing him, he'll find a way to pull it together.
51 yards. Great hold there. Tucker's kick is up, and it is good. What a hold that was by Jordan Stout. And Tucker drills it through, and the crowd loves it.
It'll be downhill to Henry.
It is. And oh!
It's the talent that was there, and that's great coaching.
So now we're all tied as Lamar Jackson back to throw with pressure in his face. Lets it go. Andrews on the run. Beautiful pass from Jackson. It's a first down, and Andrews has 15 right off the bat. Jackson stands in, zips one, complete, first down. Flowers has it, covers up. On the fake. Go back the other way, and that's caught. Look at this screenplay. Henry trucking through people down to the 10. It's a runaway freight train to Derrick Henry.
So they still got to go out and execute.
Jackson zips it over the middle, and it's caught for the touchdown. Mark Andrews for 6.
You got Andrews, just the one guy you can't lose track of in the red area is Andrews. And KZ just comes out of the middle of the field and
they get the playoff. Pressure, Wilson in trouble, gets rid of it underneath. Ball is loose on the ground. And it is taken. Hamilton punched it out, but Warren got it back. They are going to go. Wilson back. Loading up, going for it all, deep down the field for Austin, incomplete, Hamilton broke it up. Jackson to Henry, Henry around the left side, Derrick Henry, foot race, down to the 10.
And you just felt like at some point it would break open for him.
Jackson, and it's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has it. The All-Pro cutting back, looking for a play fake. Wilson, pressure, has to get rid of it, and that's picked off the other way. Marlon Humphrey, pick 6.
Just running a naked bootleg, and Russell's exposed, and he tries to flip the ball out to Pruitt, and behind him is Humphrey, and he is not dropping that. Gets pressure by Owe, and he knows that as soon as he let it go.
3rd and 5 here, though, for Baltimore. Jackson stands in, going deep, has a man, and it is caught. Flowers still up on his feet, and breaks through. Finally taken down inside of the 40. Henry, little stutter step, up the middle, more room inside the 15. A monstrous day for Derrick Henry. Henry, why not? Up the gut, and it is close. 23-yard field goal for him. Hit from 51 earlier, and this kick is drilled right up and through. Why not? Ravens add to their lead. It's 34-17. That'll do it. Baltimore, a winner, on to the playoffs.
Rush is going to be important. They wanted to get this Baltimore offense in these 2nd and long.
Jackson break contain and bursts up the sideline. Lamar Jackson showing off the speed for a big gain and a first down. Play clock under 5. Rookie running back out of Marshall, Rasheen Ali in there. Sling it. Jackson connection. Flowers spins. First and goal.
As anybody we have right now in the NFL.
7 plays, 4 first downs, and now an 8th play for a touchdown. Derrick Henry pounds it home. What a start for Baltimore.
Play from the front. Don't fall behind against this Ravens squad, and that's about as textbook of an opening drive.
Of course, playing without Tank Dell, lost for the season last week with a knee injury, and they'll go to their #1 target.
Him and Kyle Hamilton.
3rd down and 4 for Stroud. Backing up, pressure comes. Guess who? Kyle getting in the ring herself, if necessary. Another handoff, another gashing play. Derrick Henry to midfield. He is a one-man wrecking crew for 21 yards.
Through the initial wave, he'll take care of the rest.
Henry again, big hole. Henry juke for 8.
Don't get to 3rd down. This whole notion about getting 3rd and manageable, those days are over.
It'll be Jackson to the air. Sling it to the sideline. Incomplete. A lot has been made of the season Justin Tucker has had, but he has steadied the ship. We saw last week he found a rhythm, and he starts here today with a 50-plus yarder. 52 out to make it 10-0. Be important. They wanted to get this Baltimore offense in the 2nd and long. Jackson break contain and bursts up the sideline. Lamar Jackson showing off the speed for a big gain and a first down. Play clock under 5. Rookie running back out of Marshall, Rasheen Ali in there. Sling it. Jackson connection. Flowers spins. First and goal.
As anybody we have right now in the NFL.
7 plays, 4 first downs, and now an 8th play for a touchdown. Derrick Henry pounds it home. What a start for Baltimore.
Play from the front. Don't fall behind against this Ravens squad, and that's about as textbook of an opening drive.
Of course, playing without Tank Dell, lost for the season last week with a knee injury, and they'll go to their
part corner, and it's just the versatility of him and Kyle Hamilton.
3rd down and 4 for Stroud. Backing up, pressure comes. Guess who? Kyle Van Noy. Anything she puts her mind to, including getting in the ring herself, if necessary. Another handoff, another gashing play. Derrick Henry to midfield. He is a one-man wrecking crew for 21 yards.
Through the initial wave, he'll take care of the rest.
Henry again, big hole. Henry juke for 8.
Don't get to 3rd down. This whole notion about getting 3rd and manageable, those days are over.
It'll be Jackson to the air. Sling it to the sideline. Incomplete. A little too far in front of Zay Flowers. A lot has been made of the season Justin Tucker has had, but he has steadied the ship. We saw last week he found a rhythm, and he starts here today with a 50-plus yarder. 52 out to make it 10-0.
C.J. Stroud starts putting the ball on his receivers. He's got it.
Pierce the back on 3rd and 10. Fake it to him. Stroud with all day. Now time runs out. Spinning away, he goes down. The worst thing that could have happened as Owe comes in and dumps him. 11 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown. He's got it on 1st down. Looking to bounce. He's in the end zone. And 12. Stroud, quick throw. Mechie makes the grab at the 30. It'll set up 4th down and 3. Roquan Smith makes the tackle, and now you've got the decision to make.
I like this decision.
Stroud. Mixon. Can he beat him there? No! Denied by Washington. Let's see what they run here on 1st down. It is a handoff for Henry, and this time he'll just surge forward and provide some breathing room.
It's going to be a lot nicer here at halftime watching Beyonce without worrying about win and lose.
Jackson on 2nd and 10, avoids the sack. Now Jackson looking to run, looking to throw, looking to connect. Andrews on the run, down the sideline. Andrews accelerates inside the red zone. Kalen Bullock, full sprint to the tight end. What a play from Jackson to Andrews. Play action for Jackson. Pump. Jackson steps on the brakes, extending the play, throws end zone, touchdown. Isaiah Likely. Lamar Jackson making magic in H-Town.
What do you try to take away? They're trying to just go play action and slip this into the flat to Isaiah Likely, but it's initially really well defended. But how many times have we said it? Nobody can get Lamar Jackson on the ground. He allowed Isaiah Likely to run. I'm not even sure what that route is. It's about 4 change there in the first half.
This Houston offense yet to find an explosive play. Baltimore with 5 in the first half. Stroud rolls, throws, it is picked! Kyle Hamilton! Baltimore possession from the 39. And Henry on the run. Henry gets away. Stays on his feet to pick up 12.
It's as good a running back as we've seen.
Jackson will keep this time. And look at the speed. Lamar Jackson is gone. Touchdown. Merry Christmas. 48 yards.
That has to operate in drop back mode here the entire half.
They've already struggled on 3rd down, and now they've got 3rd and 16 coming again. Stroud to Schultz, has to be special, and he won't. Under 10 to play in the 3rd. 3rd down and 3. Jackson will keep again, get the block, and he's got the first down. Nice job by Likely to get in front of Christian Harris and give him enough space to move the sticks.
He's the great equalizer when he pulls the ball.
Jackson a throw. Looking for Henry to the outside. And he cannot get away from Christian Harris. We have the flag down. Leads to 2nd down and 7 at the 25. For Jackson, dump it. Henry inside the red zone, spun down to the 11.
Derrick Henry's done the bulk of his damage throughout his career.
1st and goal. Jackson play action. Floats it wide open. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, 10th of the year. And Jackson is cooking.
What Houston is doing here, I mean, it's just the most simple day one play action goal line pass. That's the first pass every team puts in. Fullback in the flat. That's the old Spider 2Y banana. John Gruden shout out.
Top stars, of course, not just in this game, but in the sport, and showing and playing like it so far here tonight. Top stars, of course, not just in this game, but in the sport, and showing and playing like it so far here tonight. Henry trying to get to the outside. He will. So slippery, and he'll set up 3rd and short. Baltimore's offense could really be much better about to this point. Let's see if they can convert this 3rd and 10. It's a quick screen to the outside for Wallace, and he'll pick up 3. Really got to know me as the last couple of seasons. 3rd and 2 for Stroud, and incomplete. With Keaton Mitchell in the backfield with him. Handed off for Mitchell, and he will wiggle his way across the 15 to the 17. 3rd and 5. Johnson tosses and completes. Anthony Miller just brought up from the practice squad for the first down. I mean, think about all the jerseys that you have of yourself, right? You hang them up in your house. He's got the full rainbow, and he delivers for the Baltimore Ravens. Dominant performance at NRG Stadium in Houston. 31-2, and the Ravens improved to 11-5 on the season.
Ravens showing some pressure, and they bring it. And that's Roquan Smith, who just charged right up the middle, makes the stop for a loss, and it's 4th down. And the first one back, motions in. They fake it to him. Lamar's got the ball. He's got the edge. He's got some space. And first down out near midfield. Got a nice block from Isaiah Likely, the tight end. Picked up 17. Speedy Flowers is in the slot to the right. Lamar looks that way and finds Flowers. Many things to address in the offseason. We'll talk about some of them for Cleveland. Zappia looks to throw, and he threw a pick. Threw it right into the hands of Nate Wiggins. And the rookie walks in for an early pick 6.
And that just looks elementary.
Deontay Foreman had a tremendous career at Texas. He won the Doak Walker. Foreman in the back. Need about a foot here. He's got the football, and he's got nothing. Roquan Smith grabbed him, but they need more than they needed last. Time. Full yard here. Zappia looking to throw for it. Lobs it down the middle, and it's broken up. Tried to get the ball in to Jerry Jeudy, the top receiver. Marlon Humphrey came across. Pressure comes.
Jackson off his back foot, fires across the middle, and likely makes the catch and muscles down into the red zone. The sidearm sling there with Diabate bearing down on him, now on the move. And will just take off and dance back into the field and then skips out of bounds.
That's a lot.
And direct snap and try to just muscle the ball with the push. They're coming in short. It's going to be fourth down there. Andrews.
Know what the formula needs to look like. Let's not overthink it.
And in the pistol formation, Jackson flips it over. Not be more open than that. It's this Ravens defense. Trying to stay alive. He'll be spun down and dropped for a short sack. Kyle Van Noy says, "Pay me." Jackson, protection breaking down, flips it across, and that is Henry who makes the catch and muscles down to the 30 before Diabate got him down. Picked up 11 and a first down. Flowers comes across in motion. He's got the handoff, and the Pro Bowler for the first time, who was thrilled to get that news, is just electric with the football.
That's the thing that as a defender just scares you about him, about how quickly he can get out on the edge and on the perimeter.
Finally have a Pro Bowl wide receiver.
Yeah.
Incredible that they haven't had one yet. He's got the football again. He's got some blockers. Big fellas, doesn't need much space, and darts down to the 11, is grabbing his knee as he goes to the turf.
God, no.
Walking okay. Play clock at 2. Jackson from the pocket, lofting for the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Andrews makes the grab, and there's 4K passing yards for Lamar.
It's just the perfect throw, and Grant Delpit had perfect position.
Left to the formation. Zappy's looking to the right side, and they're going to try to run it in after a short pitch to Jordan Akins, and Dustin Hopkins on for a chip shot to get him out there, right?
No
Henderson
doubt.
right there.
No doubt.
13 sacks as well. This is Keaton Mitchell. Mitchell has a crease, makes a cut, and is just brought down there by Dustin Hopkins. The kicker saved the touchdown by grabbing his leg. 19 rushes at 20 plus. Nobody's given up more in the NFL than Cleveland, but stout so far. Pressure for Jackson, lofted wide open. Bateman, who's back in the game, makes a cut. Rashad Bateman dancing and spinning down to the Browns 30.
Watch for his legs.
Pressure. Lamar still scanning, backpedaling, trying to escape, flips it across the middle. Ball bounces up in the air off the hands of Andrews and incomplete. 18 rushes at 20 plus. Nobody's given up more in the NFL than Cleveland, but stout so far. Pressure for Jackson, lofted wide open. Bateman, who's back in the game, makes a cut. Rashad Bateman dancing and spinning down to the Browns 30.
Watch for his legs.
Pressure. Ball out, catch made, and Bateman is short. Saw Myles Garrett thinking sack here. Pocket closes down, ball gets out quickly, and the catch is made for a first down by Andrews across the 20. And we'll stop the clock. Jackson wanted to go downfield and escapes, still trying to create something, still going, slips another tackle. That's an incredibly exciting 13-yard run as he's finally dragged down at the 35.
Chris, just look at Myles Garrett right now.
Henry, they don't have a timeout. Oh, he came close to breaking loose for his first explosive play. Browns are going to bring pressure. And Jackson slings it over the middle, and Isaiah Lake formation. Henry on Ricard. Look out, Derrick Henry in the clear for the first time. That's his best run by far. Barrels to the 45. Emerson got him down, but he picked up 25.
We can't have him be that much of a non-factor.
Jackson looking to throw. And across the middle. Juggling catch by Isaiah Likely. Picks up 14. He was in front of Cameron Mitchell. 2nd and 15. Jackson rolls out. Throws it downfield. Andrews, who comes back and makes a sliding catch at the 5-yard line. Ricard comes across in motion. Jackson back of the end zone, wide open is Rashad Bateman for a touchdown.
Out of the lineup and up. You just cannot count on people who cannot get lined up and play this defense the right way.
Zappi on third down tried to find Jerry Jeudy. He went down to Georgia and coordinated the Bulldogs offense and won back-to-back national championships. Henry is loose. Big fella hurdling people and banging out across the 40. His birthday got out to a slow start, but it's picking up momentum. Third down throw and looking for a flag is Bateman. Early it has been tough. They really haven't for the Chargers. And Zappi circling, spinning, and he'll be dropped for a sack. Away, got him.
And him and Ronnie Stanley, it has been a big...
Jackson pressured in third and long and has to fire the ball. Rookie of the year, I think.
Yeah, I think he's got that sewn up.
Lamar on the move and third down, flips it across. Bateman's got it, and he's got some space. Juking and diving to the Browns 45. Patriots in the divisional game, he ran for $187 on a touchdown. Well short of that today. Bateman has just turned loose again and knocked out of bounds. In the game with a knee injury, it's been Bateman and the tight ends tonight. And Henry on the edge. Cuts back and finally brought down to the 10-yard line. Henry.
When bodies are hitting him, he's a lesser player.
First and 15. They find Ricard and the big fella bumbling and is knocked out at the 1-yard line.
There, Monken marrying it all up.
He's blocking on the edge. That's what you expect the big fella to do to pave the way. And the King finds the end zone on his birthday.
See, now they've got him on their heels. Now they don't know what's coming.
Great. I think that they are very capable of going back.
Henry's off and running. He's got 100 plus, and he's got his second touchdown. King Henry celebrates his birthday, which got out to a slow start. What a strong finish.
Shaking his head. There's just not much.
Times for the Browns. Zappi. Oh, big fella touchdown. My goodness. Michael Pierce.
Don't kneel down, Big Pierce.
What are you doing?
Don't kneel down.
I was about to go crazy as a 365-pounder was going to run down the field.
You see Zach Orr, the defensive coordinator, just running down the sideline. Look at the whole side.
You get a chance for an epic moment. I mean, it was nice enough to pick.
Yeah.
What are you
You're going to see him, and he's right here in green. He's literally playing over the nose. Look at him drop out of there, him and Brett Urban together.
Look at him. Come up there.
Got the team around him to do it this year.
So is that enough for another MVP? Derrick Henry, his birthday. 2 touchdowns, 138 yards. The Ravens are the AFC North champions for the 4th time in Jackson's 7 years here. But again, that's just the beginning.
The chalk glass, making sure he's getting them into the right play.
Now they give it to Henry, and there he goes for a gain of 13. 10th play of a drive that started back at their own 5-yard line. Now they snap it here on a direct snap to Henry. Off to the races he goes, stiff-arming his way to the 11-yard line. And the crowd going wild. Derrick Henry for a gain of 33. Beat him with 6 field goals.
That's right.
Back in week 11. Deep drop. Jackson surveys. Jackson fires. Caught. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman. And he's good from 15 yards out to give Baltimore the lead.
Man coverage against Dante Jackson, who's been out with a back injury. What a cushion. Never has a chance. Doesn't get up close to him. Doesn't give him a jam. Doesn't press him. Instead, he's soft in man coverage.
Actually, a former Chicago Bear, not Denver. Meanwhile, Jackson will throw, reaching up, making the catch to midfield. Isaiah Likely.
Huge opportunity for this Steelers defense.
Pass caught by Hill. Down the sideline he goes, and they're able to stop at the 45-yard line. Deshaun Elliott So Warren is in the game, but they split him out to the left. 3rd and 2. Pass to the outside is caught. And does he get the first down? Let's see where they spot it. Washington.
Field, it was a different team.
I have no problem with either winning it.
Yep.
Look at the time he's got. And when he has that time and can't find anybody, this is what he does. Flag is thrown to the 44-yard line.
I think you make it Joey Porter for defensive holding.
It's all about the run. This drive, 9 plays, 9 runs.
Again, they take Henry.
There he goes. They go after Henry, and Lamar makes him pay. Watt taking a breather on the sideline. Little toss here. Henry, first down, and more spilled inside the 10 off a block by Likely.
So 12 plays and 11 runs.
12 plays. Well, runs on every play. Can he get to the end zone? He can. Derrick Henry. Touchdown.
380 pounds, 77, 42's 300 pounds. Look at that blocking. Ronnie Stanley with a great block. With Flowers down, man coverage, beats it. Lamar with the ball out quickly.
Again, that deep drop. Again, he's looking. This time he fires, caught up at the 45-yard line. Nelson Aguilar.
He's got to be smart in how he utilizes where he wants to throw this football.
2nd down and 6. Pressured. Can't get him. Throws. Open. Andrews. Well into field goal range at worst. To the 25 he goes. And Baltimore also gets the second half kickoff. Jackson hangs in the pocket. Caught. Inside the 10 to the 5.
Got to get him to the line here.
You got Isaiah Likely making the catch. 2nd and goal.
It's no sack, quick throws. Someone's got to win one-on-one.
Jackson flushed out. Extends. Throws on the run. Caught. Touchdown. Justice Hill. You just can't stop him.
Watch the 11 seconds to go. Watch the right tackle, by the way, Rosengarten. That's a rookie against T.J. Watt. This is everything you don't want to do unless you're Lamar Jackson. Hill just was in there blocking. He saw his quarterback. See, there's Hill right there. Queen has him, but now he's worried about the quarterback making a play. Now Queen's all over Lamar Jackson. Nobody is on Justice Hill. And that's Lamar Jackson being Lamar Jackson.
There is no justice. Oh, never mind.
You give me some hope here with that history lesson in 2020.
Well, there you go.
I remember that game.
Left in the 3rd. Jackson throwing, caught along the sideline, and picking up the first down is Tylan Wallace. So on a 2nd and 21, the first down, Steve Sims, the kick returner, gets his first carry of the night. And a first down. Quickly to Cayley. Cleared the protocol. They get their 2 big stars back. Meanwhile, there goes Henry. There goes Henry all the way for the touchdown. 44 yards.
It was big to get him started, but the threat of Lamar Jackson, watch the linebacker, what he does in reacting. They clear Roberts out because he's worried about Lamar Jackson. That opens up the middle. This has been going on all year. Derrick Henry, as good as he's ever looked. Maybe.
Jackson hangs in there, and then the pass is incomplete. Not even tipped it. 1st and 15. Wilson over the middle. It's caught. Harris. And he'll keep going out to the 31. He thinks he's got more to go. Look at that protection. And then Hill makes the grab. Here we go. Push again. Meanwhile, it's the same play they ran before. Mark Andrews takes the snap, and the big tight end has enough for a first down. Exactly 9 to go in regulation. Rush 4. Jackson throws over the middle, and it's incomplete at the 49-yard line. Tylan
got to score on this drive.
3rd down, 22. Pass is caught. And then taken down after a relatively short gain is Van Jefferson. So now you got a 4th and 15.
Take your chance. You're going to see movement out over here to take him away.
Pickens wide left. Wilson looking straight over the middle. Wilson throws that moon ball into tight coverage and it's knocked down. But held to about 125 here in the second half. Jackson did a lot of running in the first half, not much here. Stopped a little bit short of the first down at the 48. Kaylee, what do you got?
Of course not.
As much as some of these teams would like to, they can't. Henry. But over the last 8 weeks, they've led the league in fewest points allowed. So again, you got the push, and Mark Andrews playing the role of Jalen Hurts. Buffalo next week, then the AFC Championship game will be played here. Well, they're not going to get the 300 yards, just a kneel down here.
The way the Ravens got out of the gate, they had a plan. They were able to execute. They kept the crowd in it. They attacked a team that had lost 4 in a row. Pittsburgh was lifeless in the first half. Baltimore able to capitalize, build that big lead.
Factor in that first matchup in the passing game, staying in the block here as Lamar has time, dances around and escapes. Here he goes. Taron Johnson at an angle, but it's too late. Lamar has the first down. Pass all the way there, so it's a 2nd and 10. He's got that Statue of Liberty pause and then throws downfield, and look, it's likely down to the 22-yard line.
Putting them both out on the field, they're like wide receivers and tight ends at the same time.
Ball at 3rd and 3 from the gun. Lamar, first option closed down. Now he goes to the end zone, wide open, and a Ravens touchdown right off the bat with Bateman. From 16 yards out, Jackson to Bateman.
Well, you'll see he's looking there, and right there at the top of the screen.
Wide of his quarterback, Weekend and 11. Looking to pass all the way, and down the field he goes, and they run it with Henry. He breaks through past the line and dives ahead right at the sticks.
And this formation.
Hands it off to Hill. Hands it off to Hill. There was no one near him for the first 4 or 5 yards downfield before he got touched. Been able to move the football out to the 39 and a new set of downs. Now trying to go up top. No, he won't. He'll take off. Able to get free again for a big gain as 3 Bill defenders collide. Jackson completes it. It's Anthony Miller. 2nd and 10. Awkwardness as Jackson wrapped up. The ball's out. Scoop. The secondary for the Bills. Rapp was hurt on that scoop play, fumble return, as Jackson fakes the throw and takes off for about 11. And that might have been a little late at Oliver. So again, a rookie is back there for him, Cole Bishop, number 24. Here's a first down throw down the field and open down to the 1-yard line. It's Bateman. Again, Lamar loves to go to his tight ends down here. Floating, looking, flickering, and ball tapped around. Go beyond that. Kick from 26 is good. Barely beats the play clock. They go to Davis. Rookie has some speed. Scored a touchdown at the top of the inside. 4 seconds on the play clock.
Come over here and Bernard, go get him.
3rd and 5. Jackson's pass complete. Andrews catches balls on the last 2 plays, and he's got a first down.
A lot of success in the first half with 2 tight ends. That's the matchup nightmare. They can run it or throw it and run it either way.
Handoff to Henry. Henry gets a running start, and Henry down to about the 27. Across the middle, Bateman, and he's hammered down from behind by Milano. This is 47. That's a beautiful kick. It's good.
The GOAT is still here.
And it's a 1-score game.
You see, they motion him out so they can get detail on what they're playing.
On 3rd and 5, and that's the Ravens defense making the play. As Kyle Van Noy just driving back the tight end. 2 extra linemen in for the Ravens. On 3rd and a foot. They got it with ease, and here he goes. Henry tripped up out at the 46 by Hamlin. On first down. Jackson's pass connects with Andrews. We do have a marker down.
He takes vitamins and nutrients. He has a strict diet. All of that dedication has made him better throughout his season.
There goes Hill, who must be on some kind of regimen of his own. Yeah, he's running tonight.
Well, he's looked like that. By the way, he spends more money on that diet than you do. And that's shocking.
Right.
I've never heard anybody else get that close to you.
Speaking of a diet, they feed it to Henry, and he's down to the 5-yard line.
A healthy diet of these running backs, and Henry's at the top of the food chain right here.
Stay with him. Henry. Yeah. He's in for the touchdown. Oh, boy, they looked unstoppable on the ground. They just rushed for 68 yards on that drive.
I want you to watch right here. Watch the outstanding job. You push, and then you come off. Rosengarten, awesome job.
Going to take it out of the gun and send Henry out of the backfield as he looks for the tie. Flicks it. It got fake to Henry. Jackson throws. Got a man wide open. It's Andrew. They dropped the ball. 3rd and goal.
Wow, they're not going to do it, huh? He's going to hand it off or keep it?
He's going to keep it. Going to keep it, and he's going to get double team, triple team, as Washington and company had him high and low. And that kick is good. He drilled both. Johnson is back in for the Bills defense. Coming after him. Again, running away from it. Throws on the run, and it's caught. Caught in stride and taken off down to the 46. That is Wallace with the catch.
What a play by...
Backpedaling all kinds of time. And wide open, it's Andrews. Shoved out at about the 23. Again, he's getting all kinds of protection all day. Slides over to buy time. Flings it down the field. It's caught for the touchdown. Isaiah Likely. And the Ravens are a 2-point try away from tying the game. Gonna roll, flip it, got it. Oh, the ball was dropped. I'm watching on the air. Now I've got you in my space. I won't let go again. Got you shackled in my embrace. I'm watching on the air. I'm so encaptured. Got me wrapped up in your touch.